Good morning, everybody. It's Don Dabney from Left Coast Classics, and this is just a few of our cars here over at our shop here, our secret location in Sonoma, California. Anyway, today's kind of a fun day because for months I've been pursuing this one owner 1962 Austin Healey BT7. This is a big grill, top shifter, center top shifter, tri-carb car, one owner, just about 70,000 miles. The guy bought it brand new, and he's in his 70s now, and he's very reluctant to let it go, but it's just kind of that time in life to let it go. And I was a little apprehensive about buying the car, not because of what it was, but because of what I have to pay for the car. And my good friend Mike Brewer from Wheeler Dealers told me, don't worry, I'll underwrite it. You're not going to lose any money. Go get that car. So Mike, thank you. We're heading up today. We're going to document a bunch of this. And right now, Jose and my wife, Sujin, are hooking up the trailer to our Chevy truck, and we're going to hit the road up to Calusa, and we're going to pick up this one owner Austin Healey BT7. So come along, let's do this. I'm taking this one with me. She's going to help me on my little adventure. We have a pretty good time, don't we?
We do. Bring it.
Anyway, we're on our way up to Calusa to pick up this Healey with my wife here, my fellow traveler. So that's a good way to test your mic. Why don't you actually exert some audio from that pie hole.
Hi there, my name is Sujin Dabney. I'm an adventure seeker. I'm 5'9". I'm an Aquarius, and I'm searching for a man. Oh wait, I got him. He's here. Never mind.
I'm here. Hey, Richard. Hello. How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. All right. All right. All right. Wow, there it is. Looks like you picked up a few more cobwebs since I saw it last time.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is. All its glory.
Since 1962.
Absolutely. April.
So it's kind of hard to let go of it, I'm sure.
This is not a happy day for me.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find it a happy place, so it lives on.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. But that's pretty cool to find a one-owner Healey.
Yeah.
From a cool guy like Dick. I have no doubt about that. Shall we take it out?
Sure.
Let's do it. One owner. Pretty cool. When was the last time this car was started, Dick?
About a month ago.
When I was here?
Yeah. Right.
All right, let's fire it up.
All right.
That is unbelievable. All right, so we're here with Dick and his one owner Healey, is 62 Healey. So I just wanted to get the story on the car.
Okay.
So you said you're 80 now.
Yeah.
So you were 25 when you bought the Healey.
25 when I bought the Healey.
So why the Healey? What's
well,
the backstory?
I always liked them. This is not my first Healey. I had one of the first BN7s on the West Coast. It was a red standard model with the disc wheels, which at that time was all I could afford. The difference wasn't that great, but I'm...
And at 25 though.
Yeah, well,
you know.
yeah. And that was the car that I got married in for the first time. We've got some nice photos of that.
What did this car cost brand new? Do you remember?
It was probably right around $3,500.
Which was a pretty good chunk of change.
Well, that's
in 62.
Yeah, that's true. So
So you never really, I mean, the miles are so low on that. I just looked at the clock. It's a little over 80,000.
Right.
The car's never been driven a whole lot. So was it ever a regular daily driver?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a daily driver for let's see, for 3 or 4 years.
So that's about it. And then after that,
I drove up to Seattle in it. I was briefly transferred from San Francisco to Seattle, and so I drove up there and then drove back down and then drove it back up again and then drove it back down when I was transferred back to San Francisco.
But other than that, you've just used the car for rallying.
Yeah, and it was rallied a lot.
And a little bit of pleasure.
Well, yeah, but it was our only car for several years. So.
But you never got that many miles, which is kind of cool.
When we moved to Seattle, we packed the car. Well, of course, obviously we had a moving van, but we packed the car as full as we could and put my one daughter back in the back there in her crib, and we only got as far as the middle of the Bay Bridge. The highway patrol said I was speeding, and I probably was, and he asked me where I was going, and I said I'm going to Seattle. And he said, well, you didn't make it very far without getting into trouble. And I said, I guess not.
And the fact that you could actually back that, what year was this? This had to be
that would have been 65.
So in 65, you could stick a kid in a crib in the back of an Austin Healey and fly down the highway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But so that was interesting, because when I originally looked at the car, I noted that it would probably have yellow plates with black lettering, and I asked, and then I looked at the title, and I said, what's with the hiccup in the thing? And it was because you briefly lived in Seattle,
right?
Which only lasted, I think,
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
You didn't like it, or something happened?
The company transferred me back.
So you ended up coming right back. So other than 6 months in Seattle, it's been a California car its entire life.
Exactly, and it did come with yellow plates. You're absolutely right. I still have one around somewhere if I can dig it out.
All right, cool. And the rallies. Tell me about the rallies.
Well,
how'd you get into that?
I don't really remember how I started. A friend of mine had an MGA in '57, and we entered a time and distance rally. It was one of the very few times I acted as navigator, and we actually won the damn thing. I have no clue how.
Well, you must have been fun because you just kept doing it.
We rallied extensively. I mean, gas was cheap. There was no internet. BART hadn't, see, around here, most of the rallies were over in Contra Costa County and some down Livermore and San Jose and stuff like that. But BART wasn't in. See, BART cut the countryside up to where a lot of the little roads didn't go through anymore. But that was...
So you have a whole placard with this car, with all the rallies this car's been in, or at least most of them.
Oh, no, those are only place plaques. I've got participation plaques, probably a shoebox. Well, not a shoebox, but I got a bunch of participation plaques.
Wow, and so that's part of the cool history of the car.
Yeah. I took this to there was a event called the Sports Car Olympics, and I took it to Squaw Valley. It was... the Winter Olympics had been in 1960 in Squaw Valley, so everything was still fresh and nice up there and so forth and so on. And we won the Best Austin Healey Award at Squaw Valley, and I played it fair too. I used one car for all the events. There were some guys who would use a different car for the hill climb, and a different car for the gymkhana.
They win every event with a separate car for every event.
Yeah, they had their entrant number and they had their common name, but they didn't always use the same car. But the last event was a concourse, obviously not a very high level one, but we were. You should have seen us trying to clean this thing up for the. But anyway, we wound up with the aggregate high points for Healey. So.
And I hope an award for originality along the line somewhere.
Not that I know about that.
Well, I'm going to give it an award right now for originality. This is so original.
Excuse me. So.
Well, cool. So I guess it must be hard to let go of it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm grateful that we are the ones that get to.
Well, I hope it finds a good home.
Well, it definitely is going to find a good home. That's what I'm all about.
I hope it finds, and I hope it's relatively local too, so I can keep track of what goes on with it.
Whatever happens, I'm going to make sure you know where it goes, who got it, and what's going on.
I mean, hey, it may go to Australia. Who knows? Yeah. But whatever.
We'll track it. We'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And so leading up to getting rid of it, kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's a family member. I mean, it's been with you 54 years, same age I am.
54,
That's
55,
a long time.
55 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, it's, I will miss it.
All right, cool. Well, let's take your last ride.
Sure.
Let's do it. All right, so let's take a spin. Fires right up.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great sounding car.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're going to miss her, but I'm going to find her a great home. I'm very excited about it. Well, it's a very special car, Dick.
Yes, it is.
And how cool to have something you love for so long and have so much enjoyment out of something you paid $3,500 for.
Yeah, you couldn't do that today.
You can't beat it. You ready to say goodbye?
I guess.
I know. All right, we're going to keep you abreast of everything that happens with this car.
Okay.
Well, we did it. That was a lot of work.
That was a lot of work.
So we've got a 62 Healey sitting on the back of the truck on a trailer, and we're heading back to Sonoma. Thanks for helping.
You're welcome.
You're the best dressed person to pick up a car yet.